All right. Sorry, I'm running later than usual, but here I am. We're gonna get as much as we can today. We're gonna watch some of the aftermath of the Karmelo Anthony verdict. We're gonna see that Cenk and Hasan are inbred, and will literally stick it in anything. Relatives, animals. But yeah, let's get it.
It was a week-long trial, which is not that long. Jury, less than 3 hours. Karmelo Anthony, guilty, murder, 35 years. Okay?
Good.
35 years.
I mean, he'll probably
guilty,
serve like 15. But
stabbed the white kid in the heart. Those in the jury, they saw a video, they heard testimony. It's pretty cut and dry. You would think that this would be a common ground, sort of tentpole moment. Black, white. Hey, we don't want to rally around very clearly criminal murderers, right? Unfortunately, there still is a divide in this country where some people think black, therefore, this was some kind of railroading. They really should have put Karmelo, if I was the judge, if I happened to be, life would be the only leniency beyond execution. And that's only if you renounce the black activist community. You have to come out and say, I was tricked to hate white people. I justified my violence because of these professional activists, and it was a lie straight from the pit of hell, and I will devote the rest of my life to fighting these people, to fighting the Black Lives Matter, to fighting the Al Sharptons of the world, to fighting the Jesse Jacksons, to fighting the race-baiting Barack Obama types, the Crockett's of the world. Otherwise, execution. And my leniency for that, and only that, would be life in prison. I'd prefer 1,000 lifetimes or two.
Karmelo Anthony, guilty of murder.
Some of these AI videos, man.
Black life is not safe in Collin County.
He's guilty of the highest charge.
Yeah.
Not the best one.
Yeah. He should be executed. He should be executed. And the fact that anyone has to be worried about saying that in 2026 is a problem. You killed an innocent person in cold blood. It's Texas. We do how we be. But people are afraid because, my God, you might be a racist. And we'll get to Belfast.
It doesn't make you racist. I don't care what the race of the kid is, victim or otherwise, or Karmelo Anthony. I don't care if his name was I was gonna say Kevin, but I know a lot of black Kevins. Carl. I don't care if his name's Carl Anthony. He's going to jail. I don't care.
More concerned about being accused of racism than you are losing your life. How about losing your country? That's where we are. Now, I am not saying, just to be clear, I'm going to treat you like adults throughout this segment. But I will preface it with, not all, not all, not all, not all. But we'll get to the number as far as 70-something% of black Americans who support reparations. So not all, but I am fatigued with and don't want to be around 70-something% of black Americans. Because if you believe that we should pay reparations, that's hate, just to be clear. You want me to pay for something that I didn't do and you didn't experience.
I don't agree with that to an extent. A lot of people, look, I consider it the same way that if it's going to happen and you say you want it to happen, I mean, it's money. However, if you're an activist for such, that changes things a little bit, especially if you have a septum piercing.
So not all, just like 70-something%. Just like when I say Mexican Americans, immigrants coming here who are on welfare, who aren't contributing, get out. Not all, just about like 68%, which is the number of Mexican American households that are dependent on welfare. Just 68%.
Got their ninas and their nonos and their nanas.
If I am literally addressing the statistic to the decimal. Not all, 68. Not all, 70-something% of black Americans who believe in reparations and say that this was a railroading and a travesty of justice. Not all, just those numbers. Comment below, does that make sense or does that make me racist? In which case, slap the label on my forehead because I'm fine with it. We have some exclusive footage from the courthouse.
Oh, exclusive footage.
And some of these you've seen some of these people online, but we have some exclusive footage as far as different angles. And some of this is new. Someone just happened to go down and film it. Here you go. Feel your fatigue rising.
I know you.
That's not
I know
my fatigue.
when I see it. I know when I see it.
See, this is playground shit. This is playground shit. This person has not advanced past the 4th grade. Okay, this is the first playground, not the second playground, the first one. The one with the wood chips, because you're too dumb to have rocks.
I know when I see it. I know a demon when I see one.
See, it's all the show. It's all the show. When someone gets in your face like that, they want you to swing first. It's all the show. I don't care if it's white, black, whatever. But this is all a performance. All of it. This is clout chasing. This is hoping you swing so you can lose your life and livelihood. This is a ploy. Do not fall for this.
Right now, what we are seeing is a travesty. It lets us know that black lives do not matter in the criminal justice system. It lets us know that we are not going to be.
Yeah, you can't. They won't let you get away with murder.
As anybody else.
Oh, I didn't realize we were allowed to stab people in the heart.
Yeah, who's the victim here? Who got stabbed? The white guy or the black guy?
We must stop supporting white businesses, Asian businesses.
Good luck with that.
Because a black kid stabbed a white kid in the heart?
That's not black.
You're going to have not that many businesses.
I give a damn about nobody that feels like
That screaming motherfucker needs to go to jail.
For 400 years, our people have been
Oh,
at
God
the
help us.
liberty and have had to suffer at the liberty of these laws.
All these people think they're Martin Luther King.
Was murder?
But you, that same nigga, that same cracker was actually flexing up on a black woman. Man,
Your genus need to evolve, cracker. That blood of slavery is in my blood, not yours. And it's not for you to look at me.
Exactly. How many times this lesson got to be
One of
taught?
his forefathers was a slave owner.
That girl's on something. She is. Shut the fuck up.
I'm not gonna argue with you in front of these crackers.
Hold on, my bad. I thought that was a child.
They fighting about it.
That's what I want. I want to know what he said. I want to fight with you in front of these crackers.
I made my bones commenting on this, or ruining my career, however you want to put it.
He probably said something not insane enough for her, and then she went off.
People hear you now.
I can't. Yeah, exactly.
People hear you now.
I can't. I have a podcast, as you know. Thanks. to
Yes.
you. And I can't even. I can't even show those clips. They make me irrationally. I'll comment. I'll read text and shit. I can't watch that stuff.
No, it gets to be too much.
Because this is, if we can't agree that a kid with a knife stabbing another kid because he pushed him or whatever, and
He didn't
murders
even
the kid
push
in
him.
cold blood, if we can't all agree that we're doomed as a species, which
According to at least a majority of the eyewitness testimony, he didn't even get his hand on him. He may have been going to do such, and then you hear on that all these people saying, "Oh, there was like 2 of them. Oh, there was 4 of them. 4 of them were pummeling this poor child, and then he stabbed the one when he just flailed and lashed out with the knife." That's not how this happened. That's not how this happened.
I've said for the last 15 years now, so I guess we're doomed as a species.
Yeah.
But I
yeah.
didn't think at this point in
Our only-
2026
yeah.
we could get to this ignorance.
Everything you just said is true. Our only hope, as far as not being doomed as a species, would be if it was a very small minority.
Right.
Meaning if it was a very small minority of black people going, look, of course you can't just stab a kid in the
That's right.
heart.
That's right.
But it's not.
No.
It's not. And it's certainly not small enough of a minority. It's not.
I just want to say this right now. Karmelo Anthony's girlfriend posted a collage of photos of him and her after the guilty verdict with the message, "Hold your head up high. My sweet boy, you're not alone. We're fighting for you always. I love you more than words." Gross. She's probably fucking someone right now. I'm sorry, but she probably is. Oh, wait. Hold on. Yeah. See, in this shoving an AK or any kind of AR-15 rifle down the front of your pants, I don't think that's him, though. But he does post similar shit to that, but I don't think that was him. But then again, drugs make your face do all kinds of crazy shit. This is not sad. The photo. Oh, this ain't real. I was about to say that didn't look like a natural face position. But I'm sure he did cry. Maybe. I don't know. He doesn't seem like one that feels things. But I don't know about her being in prison, Yanuka. But the girl's probably unhinged. She'll probably end up there eventually. I don't care how silly you are. I don't care how bullied you are. If they didn't put hands on you in this particular altercation, there's no need for a knife. I understand you're 5'8", they're 6'1", they outweigh you by like 50, 60 pounds. Just walk away. You could have left the whole time. For 1 year, our people suffered. It's crazy. It's craziness. And I'll get into how despicable his parents are in a second. I'm going to wait and see if he gets to
74% of
it.
black Americans say their race is central to their identity. White people, 15%. Hey, that's not going to work out. Guess what? One is going to dominate the...
Hold on. Did I see Ben Shapiro? Ben Shapiro, the left's favorite lie. Widespread. Yeah.
That's not going to work out. Guess what? One is going to dominate the other. 77% of black Americans support reparations for slavery. What? That means they would support you having your money stolen from your paycheck to go...
I beg to differ on that bit. I don't think a lot of people who get money really think about where it comes from, whether it be government handouts, whether it be where reparations would come from. I really don't think that most of the people who are pro-reparations think about that. I do think it's a big percentage that don't give a fuck, but again, plausible deniability or whatever it's called.
You're very likely subsidizing a good portion of these people anyway, right? They collect more than they pay in taxes, but it's not enough.
I mean, that's poor
Garnish
people
your
in general.
wages to pay for something you didn't do to people
poor,
who...
poor people in America, we don't pay that many taxes, especially if you have kids. If you have kids, especially since the Obama era, you're getting at least twice what you put in taxes. I'm saying. A relative of mine got $9,000 back for having 2 kids. They didn't get anything for the kids. I think I mentioned it yesterday or the day before. They bought a bunch of stuff they used one time. They didn't pay a bill. They didn't catch anything up. They didn't fix anything. They didn't establish anything. They bought a bunch of bullshit that they used once or lost or had to sell again. Feminists, we are oppressed. Meanwhile, Muslim women suffering actual oppression. Well, yeah, but they're okay with that because it's not Christian.
Didn't suffer from it.
Or Jews.
Meanwhile, white people are 12 times more likely to be killed by blacks than the other way around. And they want you to believe, it's open sea, we suffered at the liberty. You suffered at the liberty of white people? What? Hey, let's not support white businesses. Good luck with it. Good luck with your Kool-Aid challenge.
No more Amazon.
Yeah. Good. Enjoy your food deserts, which was also horse shit.
Right. Everything's a lie.
Everything's like, we got food deserts. That's what they used to say, right? We got food deserts because the white man come in and ruined our neighborhoods with liquor stores. Stop buying it. If there was a market in your neighborhood for a nice salad, someone would set up shop.
And not just a salad, a nice one.
Man, I said I want the big salad, not like an appetizer. I want fucking more meals.
That should be the name of the place. Nice salad.
Well, and that's the thing. Well, someone in the chat, and another thing that just proves women don't give a shit about other women. I mean, it depends on the woman, really. Women as a whole, at least as far as the collective goes, they don't seem to, especially leftist women, don't seem to give a shit about other women. A lot of this self-hatred that's put forth by the mainstream media, whether it be, I mean, now it's in the form of transing, but before it's been in the shape of body positivity, but they stay thin. It's okay for you. You're beautiful. You're beautiful. Destroy your body. Destroy your body. And meanwhile, they're telling other people that they're fat, so they'll become ridiculously thin, like Taylor Swift. I'm pretty sure she's a dude. I don't know. She's She's very tall and very skinny. She's without curves. There's no curvature. But yeah, no, it really seems like women want to destroy each other. I mean, just look at like the Jersey Shore, the Kardashians, and all the people who like those shows tend to be very similar, especially when you're from a place like I am, and there's really no culture, local culture, other than bullshit redneck stuff. And a lot of people rebel against that by doing what they see on TV, and that's how you get a bunch of dipshit activists in very small cities in underpopulated states.
Be called knife selling Mo Mills. Brother gotta eat. No white businesses. Because a black kid stabbed a white kid?
No, their values are way different.
Yes.
Always have been. Their values are completely fucked up.
So the only way to fix it, look, I'm going to tell you, I'm going to tell you, black people, the only way to fix it, that's what historically has led to that. And of course, we want to avoid an all-out race war, which is where we are headed. We'll get to Belfast.
Kind of seems.
The only way is if an overwhelming majority of black Americans speak out as loudly and passionately as we saw you speak out with Black Lives Matter against it. Anything short of that, guess what? You're awakening a sleeping giant called a supermajority of white people in this country. You can't have a majority of the people in this country, racially, be 12 times as likely to be killed by this minority of people in this country and blamed for it. You can't keep doing that and expect this to remain stable. And here's another perfect example. Check the references. Make them available every show, 11 a.m. That's when we stream. Here's a woman saying this, and just see how disconnected she is from reality, and then the people around her who are equally stupid.
What do you want us to do at this point?
Not stab people.
Mind you, this is the same person who, from the video the other day, who was like, if my son murdered somebody, if he murdered them, no, because better mine than yours. This is the same lady. You could tell by the glasses and the stupidity.
I'm lost for words. I don't know what to do. I got 5 boys.
Tell him not to stab people.
I ain't got nothing to tell them no more.
Tell him not to stab people.
Don't stab people.
Yeah, don't stab.
You can't walk away.
No, you can walk away. He should have walked away. He didn't. Stop teaching the kids to put themselves before other people. Stop telling them to flex on people all the time. Stop telling them that life is a flex, okay? And then this guy in the background, shut the fuck up, okay? You can hit that later and have kid number 6 with it.
Yeah, Trayvon. Hold on a second. What? I don't know what to tell him. Don't stab people. I don't know. You can't walk away no more. Trayvon Martin, the man who was in full mount, ground, and pounding. Oh, hey, yeah, I know what you tell them. Hey, grounding and pounding someone is not walking away. It's the opposite. I can't tell him to walk away. Mike Brown. Yeah, don't reach for a cop's gun and beat him in the face after strong-arming a bodega and committing strong-armed robbery. Just don't do. I think we have a little. But this is good. This is good. We're going to make progress with this. There seems to be a discrepancy on what constitutes walking away. So when you say walking away, do you mean beating people in the streets mercilessly? That's the disconnect. See, when I say walk away, I mean walk away. You can tell your son to walk away.
Yeah.
You should. But if you mean Trayvon walk away, well, no, you can't tell your son to beat people indiscriminately. You can tell your son not to stab people. You can tell your son if the school...
And also tell him not to sit with people he don't know. I mean, that could have been... I mean, I tried not to sit with people I didn't know. Hell, I don't sit with people I don't know anymore. Like when you were young, and like say you went from like elementary to middle or junior high school, middle to junior, junior to senior high school. A lot of the times, your friend groups will change quite dramatically, which means y'all weren't really friends.
School has a rule that you can't bring out a locking knife to school.
But don't put yourself in that situation.
Don't do
Just
you could tell your son
once
that
you
if
get
he's
the hint,
trespassing,
fuck
and
off.
He's asked according to the testimony.
Go sit with
in
people.
the
Go
trial.
be around people who want you around. People don't want you around. Fuck off. You're better off anyway. Stop trying to get people to like you. This is the same thing. This is the same mindset as the people saying, oh, it's if you date a trans woman or a trans dude, you're not gay. You are. And since when is that a bad thing? I mean, religiously, sure. But I thought we were supposed to be okay with people being gay. just admit who and what you are, and stop trying to convince or strong arm people into liking you and being okay with who you are. If people don't like you or want to be around you, why would you want them to lie to you so they can just grow to resent you for changing who they are and making them have regrets? You're not opening them up to a new lifestyle, okay? You're strong arming them, into agreeing with something that they don't agree with.
15 times to leave, he should do it. The only way these people, and by these people I mean the professional black agitators who hate their country and hate white people, these hateful little shits, the only way these people could have a case is if our unwritten contract in society was, hold on a second, we all know that you need to ask someone to leave the premises 16 times. You expect us to, so 15 isn't enough? It's got to be 16. What? Why can't you do 16? Why you got to be only 15 times? What am I supposed to do?
I don't know what that accent is.
What, not stab you? Yeah.
Yeah,
Let's start
basically.
with that, you silly bitch.
Insinuating people that were defending Karmelo Anthony's actions, saying that he couldn't turn his back on these people because they would have potentially
Stabbed him?
shot him. Or
They would
done
have
some other
stabbed
harm.
him?
And I'm like, the only thing they asked him to do was leave. That's the only thing you need. In most fights, leaving takes care of it. But especially if the only thing you're being asked to do 15 times by multiple people is just remove yourself from the property that you're not supposed to be under that tent.
Hey, Yanuka.
That's the only thing you should do.
Yeah.
And it blows a
Fuck
hole
off.
in that
Again,
myth that
fuck
they
off.
live in fear.
Right.
That's the other thing of white people. You don't know what it's like to be black. The biggest myth is they're so afraid of cops, right?
Right.
Just watch TikTok for 30
Watch
seconds.
cops try and say you need to leave. They don't listen.
No.
Don't listen. They'll take a swing at a cop. They'll spit.
Yeah,
They pull
not
over for
afraid.
speed and they'll spit in the cop's face. It's the biggest myth. It's been going on forever.
The funniest thing is when young black women, the hood rats, they get arrested.
They're the
they're like,
worst.
yeah, then take me and arrest me. And then they get arrested like, just leave me alone. I gotta do it. Like they don't connect. Why?
And again, I'm not saying this about all of any kind of particular group of people, but the kind of people in the videos that they're talking about, they act like children. They act like people who weren't parented right, who were never told no, or who were raised by very immature people who taught them how to be this way. Like those videos you'll see about like a whole family, a bunch of kids. Mom will be like, "Go grab that purse, honey. Go grab it. Go ahead. It's what Mama wants you to. Go grab the purse." And then just walk off with some stranger's purse. It's crazy.
Because they have parents like that. I don't know what to tell my son no more. Follow the law, asshole.
It's a great line from Liar
I
Liar.
know it's foreign fucking parenting.
Stop breaking the law, asshole.
This is how people.
I heard 4 black students from the victim school talked. Said he was nothing but nice to him. Yeah, I've heard similar. I can't verify that. Like I said, it's just something that I've seen, but I haven't seen anything to verify it. But I've heard similar things. But until I can verify it, and like I said, I trust you more than I do most folk. Yanuka, I see, even as I'm scrolling through X right here, how very based you are, sir. But yeah, man, I'm just saying. It's I've heard nothing but good things, even from people that didn't necessarily know him directly, but they went to Karmelo Anthony school. Said that he was nice, he was courteous.
People in this country feel. So no, I'm not racist against all black people. Just the 70.
And maybe they wanted him out of their tent because they thought he may have had a knife or something. I mean, strange how that happens.
74%. What was the number? 74%?
Yeah.
77% who support reparations for slavery. Those people are racist, just to be clear. Just the 74% of black Americans who say it is central to their identity. So not all. I have some neighbors who are black, very, very nice people. She's very sweet. She'll be, hey, bring over Joe. I got a buddy problem. He have an all-he-can-eat buffet. She's fun. I love her. Great.
I don't know.
Talking about that. Just the
I don't know if I would have done that voice, but okay, sure.
7% of black people who justify violence, which is what reparations are. You know that, right? Reparations is paying for violence of the past through a violent enforcement mechanism presently. Give us your money, we're the government, or we shoot you so we can give it to black people who haven't earned it. 77% of black Americans. How do you think they would respond if they heard 77% of white people believe that all black Americans should pay for the disproportionate murder and welfare drain? How do you think they would react?
And court cost.
Yeah. How do you think they would react?
That's actually a really good idea. Because it's impacting you and me today.
Now.
People perpetuating it and hurting people that are alive
I brought
today.
it up 20 years ago.
Yeah.
It didn't help my career.
We just go, we just a certain zip code. Like, yeah, we're gonna, this is actually the, it's the hidden murder fee, because you guys murder so much.
I said this on stage in front of a lot of black people in L.A. in the big room on a Saturday night.
Yeah.
Matter of fact, Pryor went on after me. and I went, talk about reparations. And I went, I did all the math and as far as what we owe you, after taking out court costs, stolen bikes, radio, but you owe us $1,540. Even black people laughed, you know?
Yeah, that's great.
About 3 of them.
And we used to be able to laugh at that. Now that'd be a hate crime. By the way, you know what? I don't like the statements from the father. We've talked about this, Austin Metcalf's father, saying this has nothing to do with race. You're wrong. We are all humans. We all bleed the same color.
Well,
here's the thing. Only one person was bleeding.
Yeah.
I like what the brother said. And I understand he's grieving, but I also heard Glenn Beck say, this isn't a race. Yes, it is. Yes, it is. Because just people are saying this after
they've
Irene
made
Bruce.
it
It's
that.
not a race thing. What was that? Let's replay the clip. I got that white. Well, I'm going to take him at his word. His twin brother did say to Karmelo, now I want everything taken from you. You took everything from me. I wake up every morning, and his door is still shut. Good. And by the way, to the sewing circle, Protestant Christians, and I'm a Protestant Christian, who say, that's not Christian. Shut up. You're part of the problem. And we need to start solving this problem, which brings us to a portion of this segment, Crockett the Racist.
The only people that are crying are the mediocre white boys. I am tired of the white tears.
And the few things are worse than a suburban person pretending that they came from nothing, that they've had any kind of real struggle in their life. The fact that this idiot, and I'm not convinced that this isn't all just an act. Kamala Harris, I'm pretty sure she's retarded, but the jury's still out on this one. But then again, if you think about that ad that she ran for Senate, she might be retarded.
All right, here you go, right off the bat. She's a stupid person. Check the references. She pulls the race card, and she's an idiot.
Whether you were the Asian women or whether you were the white men, that you understand what it is to be black in America. You know, and this whiteness and this
tell us what it is.
Replacement theory crap that they on and all of this kind of stuff. And it's like, oh, we the victims and the immigrants and the black people, they the ones that's hurting. Like, it's just all of this victimhood. And the adults in the room are not.
Let me know when you see one.
Yeah.
Seemingly adulting in a responsible way.
I mean, she don't even got her own hair in the room.
I thought I was watching the Black Brady Bunch.
Here's a story.
Of a welfare lady.
No, I listened to way more of that interview than I should. She was the expert on that panel.
Yeah.
She was brought in as the expert
She
on
was
that
the
panel.
smart one.
Yes. Wow. The smartest of them.
She brought up the curve.
The lady in the bottom left corner, Julie, spelled Juli, she said,
yeah.
And I quote.
Well, how do you spell
You
it?
can't afford a vowel when you're black. It's $250.
Julie with an I.
Bingo! That's another game.
Yeah. She said,
Go ahead, Jim.
and you know, when the fatal thing happened.
Murder. When the murder happened.
Describing what happened. Because
And again, the defense tried to make it sound like he impaled himself.
They're trying to humanize Karmelo Anthony, because if you humanize him, then you understand that maybe what he did didn't actually end in the result of killing another person. Actually, it still did. It wasn't so much the knife or the legality, we'll get into it, is where the knife was located.
Yeah.
It wasn't so much the skin color
in
or
Austin's
anything else.
chest.
It was that a kid was killed by him.
Some people did some things.
The backdrop of all this is, though, white people let this happen. Black people couldn't have a voice if it wasn't for white liberals, and we're letting this happen to ourselves.
Yes.
I agree. Ironically, bleeding heart liberals caused this boy to be stabbed in the chest. It's terrible.
Just like we're inviting Muslims to live here, people that are openly hostile to our way of life. The West is doing it to itself, and in this country, when it comes to race, white people have let this happen.
Well, I would agree and go one step further. It's orchestrated by the left, and it's been permitted by weak-willed people on the right.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, that's all white people.
Yeah, and fear speaking up.
That's white people.
But it's orchestrated by one, and then complicit because people don't speak out.
Right.
And I'll tell you, the moment for me, and I know this is a risk that was a defining turning point in my life, was the last time I did black and white and the gray issues at that barbershop.
Yeah.
No, I mean it.
Yeah.
Because I've done it many times. I'm the guy who sits down and just change my mind, talks with everyone, has sit down and prayed with people of all different races when we do change our minds. We'll have a civil dialogue with them. I've gone out specifically and discussed these issues with in black neighborhoods, and I've gone specifically to that barbershop. I thought I had established rapport, and thought, hey, this is great. We can bridge this gap a little bit. And the second time I went, especially after Charlie Kirk, I thought this is a gimme. And you remember I said, we can't air that because people are going to be more racist. And you guys said, you have to, people need to know the truth because they simply denied reality and justified rampant racism. The more comfortable they got with me, the more racist they were in communicating their worldviews. And I wish them no ill will. They were nice guys, but they were flat out saying, you owe us millions of dollars. You people are killing us in the streets. It is a race thing. There was no reason. And after I aired it and I saw the response, I was going, my God, the hope that I had disappeared then until I see the same level of outrage that I saw on behalf of Black Lives Matter, against it from the black community. Have my black friends, great. Just 70-something% of you who support reparations, who say that's central to your identity and that white people are more aggressive. Now, let's go back to Crockett. She made some point that she maybe would have stabbed Austin Metcalf herself. I don't know. She's a stupid person.
Yes,
if
yes.
a 300-pound man is beating me, like on top.
He's not 200. He's not 300 pounds. Okay, he's 215 pounds. Yes, it's still 60 pounds over Karmelo Anthony, but 300 pounds. Bitch, learn how to round.
For me and beating me down, I'm not limited to fist. I would argue that even
I'd have stabbed
him
too.
Things like people's hands being considered deadly weapons.
I mean, they are with them talons.
They're a professional boxer or that kind of stuff. But
Pause.
I think
this woman is an actual lawyer. Here's what's making me more racist as we speak. She shouldn't be who's giving her legal advice? Steven Seagal?
That wicked widow's peak where his hair keeps coming forward and looking more carpety.
That came from Joe Louis. He would bring police officers to wait. By the way, I'm pretty familiar with it. My dog's named after my favorite boxer of all time. It's not even close as far as heavyweight record. He would have the police go with him to weigh-ins to register his hands as deadly weapons as part of a publicity stunt. And she's acting like that's legal precedent.
I had to do that with my collie.
Well, that's because of the actual crimes committed with it. Let's continue with her stupid clip.
by the time you start getting to like football player,
you're illiterate. Shut up.
Good argument. Good freaking argument.
What?
We're not talking about
what
like
are they talking
the
about?
golfers. We're talking about football players, right? Like this is what they are
so
trying to do.
all the more reason to walk away. All the more reason to walk away. What are we doing?
Serious physical contact.
Talking about a high school kid.
And it's my understanding that the decedent was that.
Oh, you don't understand the difference between an athlete and a weapon. Okay, so.
I mean, football players are like special forces of high school, right? Is that what she's trying to say?
Oh, no, wait, she does, because then she went on to say that she might have argued that the blade, the knife, was not, in fact, a deadly weapon. This is the brightest among us.
I don't know what he had.
Was it a switch?
No, but you're talking about
multi-tool, almost like a Swiss Army.
Like with like with the little scissors and everything.
Yeah, that was it. You ignorant.
I would argue.
Look at the bottom right.
Alone, you wouldn't even think it's
your brain
and then when you tell me
retarded.
that this wasn't even a real knife.
Even the black guy in the middle's like, shut up, bitch.
I'm blind right now. But like,
I'm blind right now while I'm wearing glasses.
The nurse on the right.
Stab, puncture, hit.
One time.
It went through
Stop waving them talons in front of the camera talking about stabbing and puncturing.
a bone. bone to his
However,
heart, you
it was
asshole.
described
Yeah, exactly.
with something
You know how much force you
that
got to
you
use?
don't consider it to even be unlawful.
Yeah, she goes one time. That means that he jammed it in hard
Yeah.
and deep. When you see like 15 stab wounds, 20 stab wounds, that's often because someone is kind of slashing, right? And it's sometimes people will tell you it's hard to register which ones are individual stabs, slashes, and so they use shorthand. One stab straight through the heart means that was pretty much everything he had driving into it.
It penetrated bone.
Yeah. Also, by the way,
said.
Here's the image of the knife when she goes, I think it was like a Swiss Army knife. Okay, good news is I have a Swiss Army. Here's a Swiss Army knife, just to be clear. And by the way, I carry knives all the time. They're tools, they're not weapons. When they say multi-tool, this is more comparable to what he had. This is a multi-tool. It's a glass breaker, and this is a seatbelt cutter.
Yeah, you can. Yeah, that's a multi-tool.
Because I have an emergency tool in my car. This is to cut seatbelts so it doesn't actually hurt someone in the seatbelt. You're less likely to cut them. This is to break glass. Let's say your car goes over some kind of ledge and you're going into a body of water. So it's not a Swiss Army knife. But she should know it was a locking blade that he used to stab a man.
Because
a young boy
the court
in the
sketchings
heart.
did come out,
But
because
here's why
that was one right there.
None of it matters. Because even if she knew everything, she wouldn't care anyway. Just like a very likely majority of black Americans, it doesn't matter because the only thing that matters is the race. The race of the victim. Oh, sorry. I didn't mean victim of the crime. The race of the victim of the justice system for committing the crime. Here is Crockett saying that the Metcalf family who lost a son will never understand the pain of blacks.
Black women, especially black women who have black male children, live in fear and agony every single day. A fear and agony that I promise you, the Metcalfs probably never spent a day.
Yeah, it goes. What did I
living that
do?
way.
Look at the
The
girl on the
Metcalfs
right.
never
Neither has she. Neither has Jasmine Crockett. What are we talking about?
These people.
They will never know. Look, the Metcalfs will never know what it's like to be in fear of your lives. That one day someone will just stab you in the chest for no reason. Shut the fuck up.
Who have an empty room where their son used to live, who they raised and loved, they will never know the pain of not working and collecting money from the government, living in subsidized housing, mouthing off to cops, as we see in. They will never know that pain. We're afraid, right? You're not afraid at all. Karmelo Anthony wasn't afraid. He was somewhere he wasn't supposed to be. He was asked to leave. And he was so bold, where he premeditatedly said, touch me and see what happens. He was so not afraid of the laws and rules that he brought a knife knowingly when he wasn't allowed to, committed a crime, and hung around. That is not someone who's afraid. That is someone who is a criminal and a problem and should be treated as such. And anything short of Black Lives Matter-esque passion from the black community in marching against your own kind and activists and bullshit, anything short of that, white people in this country need to avoid large groups of black people. That's my advice to you. Individual conversation? Sure. At church? Sure. If it's a group of people where 70% of them, if they were all in agreement on their prejudice, bias, hatred toward you, you know, a group of 10 or more, you should steer clear, white people, because the stats are really, not all, just 7 out of 10.
I always read comment section after, you know, in the New York Post will be a story about this. You go right to the comments. That's where you can, well, you used to be able to be honest with the Post. You can't even mildly be racist. But there's one person that always puts this when it's a racial thing. People, we're averse to snakes, not because of their skin color. We just can't tell which ones are poisonous and which ones aren't.
Right.
So we try to stay away from all. That's basically the best analogy I've ever heard.
Yep.
That's not being racist, it's being smart. Yeah. And I said that a long time ago. If you're a liberal, if you were taking advice from a liberal, you wouldn't make it till you were 14 if you lived near black people.
Yeah. You know,
don't cross the street at 3 in the morning. That's racist. Walk right through that pack of bloods.
Yeah, exactly right. And at what point do we say, you know what, reparations for us? Because of the murder rate, because of us having to work,
yeah.
white Americans contribute, pay taxes, but we don't actually withdraw. We'll get to Belfast and immigration, how we foot the bill and how we're the victims of violent crime, but we don't perpetrate violent crime to the same degree. We pay taxes, whereas we don't receive the benefits to the same degree. You know what? Reparations, at a certain point, you need to extend the olive branch to us. Why? Because we're not the ones killing you. And we're not the ones ripping you off. And we are not the ones saying that our race is central to our identity to justify all of said misdeeds. So, the only time I want to hear about reparations is what you owe to law-abiding citizens of this country who have been
Reparation, what do you think?
Yeah.
What do you think welfare is for the last 60 years?
Oh, yeah, that's what they asked for.
Reparations.
Yeah, not to mention the public educational system.
All that
All of it.
All of it. Free Doritos, Cherry Coke.
What the fuck?
Snap. Oh, you're still...
Okay, real quick. Yunuka, this is for you. I don't know how you feel about Jerry Seinfeld, but he said something very based here.
Oh, Jerry Seinfeld.
What up, Seinfeld? What up? Can we get a free Palestine? Can we get a free Palestine? Come on, give us one free Palestine.
It doesn't exist.
Based. Yo, look at that face. Based.
It was Jerry Seinfeld and Larry David. Yep, I should have asked Larry David. I should have asked his ass too. Why would you say that? Yo, leave me alone, Modric.
Oh, Jerry Seinfeld.
Why would you say that? Because it doesn't exist, okay? And neither does the pretend side, okay? Those are casualties. Those are, and what was it, like 95% of the people who have been killed in Palestine are men of fighting age. What are we talking about? Anyway, continuing on to the Uyghur Piker family, putting it in pretty much anything.
Are you feeling romantic, baby?
Why? What's going on?
Are you feeling romantic?
Stop it! Stop it right now!
It's Turkish date night!
What the hell is that?
Horse tits.
Is that Kaya with a wig?
Well, it's a general mastiff, and yes, that's a horse.
I believe in miracles.
Well, you're about to find out.
Oh, no.
So today, we're doing a little bit of internet archiving work, right?
I'm sorry, I just got hypnotized by the horse's tits.
Yeah, the horse has got tits.
The horse has got decent tits.
We're doing a
I mean, I didn't know Cenk Uyghur and Sarah Jessica Parker were a thing.
service, right? We're doing a little bit of preservation work because the clips we're about to see have been scrubbed from the internet.
Oh, you're being a custodian, are you?
I'm being a custodian, that's right.
Dirty, dirty.
And I gotta say, I'm a Young Turks watcher from way back. I haven't watched them probably in the last 10 years, but 15, 20 years ago, around the time that a lot of these were shot, I was an avid fan. I never saw these episodes. But I caught them when I could because, you know, YouTube wasn't an established thing back then, so...
Librarian.
Now let's rewind a bit. So I tweeted this out the other day. I said, I mean, when you see them side by side, I wonder what Hasan and Cenk's first cousin grandparents would have to say about this. And the videos, let's just say...
Real quick before we get into this, victimhood.
Well, Anthony's family is also talking tonight. They believe the trial was unfair from the start.
That's because y'all's dumbass spent all the money from the Give, Send, Go, or whatever the fuck it was, on Living Large. I mean, I don't know if y'all thought y'all were going to win this on clout or whatever the fuck, but you basically pushed and propagated a race war along with that guy who I thought was a lawyer. Apparently he was just basically like Rollo Jackson from the Boondocks, who did nothing for this family, by the way. But you raised a murderer, and then you let his hustler's brother do a Give, Send, Go, raising over $600,000, and y'all spent it to move to a better neighborhood and get some fresh rides, we'll say. So yeah, anything that happened to Karmelo is your fault. You raised him to be like this, and then y'all squandered the entire fund for no reason. And you gave him a public defender. If your son was that important to you, you would have spent every single dime and then some of that on a lawyer. If you truly thought he was innocent, but you didn't.
They do plan to appeal. Arkan Molestina to continue.
Good luck on that, motherfucker.
A day after the trial, Karmelo Anthony's parents, Andrew Anthony and Kayla Hayes, sat down to break their silence and to let the world know how they're feeling as their son begins his 35-year sentence for murder. Despite what a jury found, his parents...
Hold on, I heard bass bearing. Oh yeah. No, see, I like burying like 85% of the time, spot on.
Parents dispute their son ever wanted to kill Austin Metcalf.
My son is no murder.
Yeah,
My son
I mean, he is,
didn't
though.
intend to hurt anyone.
He didn't intend to hurt anyone when he put a knife in his chest, and he reached in his bag to grab the knife and said, "Go ahead, I dare you."
My son was defending himself,
No, he wasn't. No, he wasn't.
and that's what hurt so bad.
His
No,
mother
what hurts so
recounts the
bad is that
moment
he
she
stabbed a
addressed the
young boy
jury
in the
and made her
chest.
plea to them during the sentencing phase.
To have mercy on my son. That's what I told the jury.
You should have had mercy on your son. You should have had mercy on your son by allowing him to use the money that y'all raised on a lawyer.
I know they had their minds made up already. So
No, they didn't. It was all the testimony saying that he did it, and he did it unprovoked.
really wasn't much I could say.
I mean, there was any kind of mothering or parenting that could have happened, or you could have said, "Hey, son," or "Hey, me, don't spend all this money that we're supposed to be using on legal help on a bunch of bullshit."
It changed her mind.
Fighting back among
Looks like a fresh weave too. Sorry, no, weaves ain't a thing no more. Looks like a fresh wig.
emotions and tears as they described what they believe was a flawed trial.
We were delusional. We thought we was going to get a fair shake.
You could have, and you did get a fair shake. Your defense attorney sucked because you got a public defender.
They claimed there were inconsistencies from the get-go, despite witnesses who took an oath vowing to tell the truth.
Everyone actually lied on the stand.
Everyone.
All of
Oh, they're a bunch of liars. Every single one of them. All of them. Every single one of them. Even the black kids.
the witnesses' statements were inconsistent. All
Were you there? Then shut the fuck up.
of them.
His father says the court of public opinion had made up their mind about his son long before the trial began.
He was convicted when he walked out of the jail. If you looked at the news all last year, he was already convicted. If you look at it, it was already done. It was no innocent until proven guilty. He was already guilty.
I mean, he's been walking free for the last, year and a half, hadn't he? Y'all got him out on bond. A reduced bond, by the way. Y'all had it reduced to something very affordable, something that people get for shoplifting.
He said threats of violence against them continue.
People want us dead. That's what.
After they still got what they wanted.
After they still got what they want, they still want us dead. I can see. You see, I go look at my phone. People want us dead.
I mean, people also want Austin Metcalf's twin brother killed, murdered, if you will.
They want our family dead.
And now they're preparing to appeal.
They did a number.
That's because you're horrible parents. You raised a murderer and a hustler. Not that I got anything wrong against hustling, but you should have used the money to try to keep your brother out of jail. I'm saying priorities, brother. But then again, as a hustler, he probably knew that motherfucker's guilty.
A judicial process they believe wronged them.
We didn't get justice. A lot of things that were missed.
Nah, wasn't nothing missed. What was missed? Give examples. What was missed?
However,
What was mishandled?
We did what was instructed. We was told. So we just did what we
This dude looks like Mahershala Ali with autism.
Ken Molestina, CBS News.
He's
Texas.
retarded. Anyway. Sorry. I just wanted to throw that out there. I just happened to I'll be doom scrolling. Anyway, back to Barry.
Videos are about. How can I say this without getting yeeted from YouTube?
Animal love?
Yeah, that's good. Animal love. The videos are about animal love.
A little bit too much animal love.
Now, when I was referencing the first cousin grandparents, Cenk or Chunk admitted in an old
Or
clip that
Cenk,
his
however you say it.
grandparents and presumably Hassan's great grandparents
We're first cousins.
were first cousins.
I knew that one.
Did you guys know that 10% of those married in the world are married to their first cousin?
Isn't that amazing?
10% of those married.
Well, that's
are-
amazing. 25% of the people in this room, at least, are first have people in their family who are first cousins.
1 in 10 married couples are married to their first cousins.
In the world. In the world,
by the
yeah.
way.
So in the United States, it's frowned upon, right?
Now, did you catch that? Chunk goes, no, by the way, guys.
He's got his shoulders.
Hey guys,
all
I'm a
stiff
part of this
together, like he's got a
conversation.
secret.
Listen
my
to me.
take is that his co-hosts are like, let's talk over him. We don't want him putting his foot in it. Shut up, Chunk.
We're saving you from yourself.
Yeah.
I do want to say it has been recent scientific evidence indicating that the likelihood of a child being born with certain disabilities because of incest is much
just look at
smaller
Cenk.
than we thought.
By the way, you think you don't know anyone who, in America, you were joking around that 1 in 10, etc. My grandparents are first cousins.
Really?
Yeah. Might explain a lot.
It does.
It does explain a lot, Chunk.
It really does. It
explain
really
a
does.
lot. Now, my other theory, right? See how he said that, and the producer immediately cut to the Young Turks graphic?
Oh, I thought it was a commercial. Cut to commercial. Cut to commercial.
Well, that's what I'm saying.
Cut
That's
to
what I reckon.
commercial.
The producer's like, shut the...
Yeah, I've heard different ways of saying it. I've heard Cenk, but I've also heard people call him Cenk, Cenk Uygur. I've also heard people call him Chunky Yogurt. But I don't know which one it is, but I just say Cenk because I think that the other way sounds too much like a slur for Asian people.
Fuck up, Chunk. You're never going to live this down.
Wait, was this live? Didn't they have the opportunity to edit?
Well, I think most of their videos are recorded kind of on the fly. They don't do much editing. They're like Jeremy.
Yeah, but if there was something you were going to edit.
Yeah, that's right. Well, he probably thought he was being funny, which he is, but we're laughing at him, not with him.
Well, and Anna Kasparian will come out later and say, "Oh, he was joking." I mean, he was joking with what he said afterwards. But come on, girl.
It explains a lot. It explains a lot, Chunk. Retardation.
So I remember a few years ago, I think it was like 2020, maybe 2021,
Chunky yogurt.
ran for Congress in LA.
He did too.
Or in California.
What a spectacular fail that was.
Yeah, and Bernie Sanders endorsed him. But then he found some resurfaced blog posts and clips from Chunk, and he had to unendorse him.
Was it the animals thing?
It was the animals thing. It was like some old stuff about women and how misogynistic he used to be. But we're here to have a look at the animal stuff, because the animal stuff is fucked up and it's being scrubbed from the internet. So I've got a bunch of old clips we're going to watch, and I've tried my best to clean them up. I've tried my best to clean up the audio, make them audible, that sort of thing. But we got to work with what we got. You want to have a look?
Yes, but
I
before
mean,
we
having
get into that,
audio
what the
being
fuck ever happened to
audible
his
is
book?
always
Oh,
good.
I don't know. Fuck.
Didn't he ask for money to do that book?
Yeah, and he released it. I'm not sure what happened. I mean, who's
Did he?
going to read fucking Chunk Yogurt's book?
Oh, he did
I'll read
He
it
did
just for
release it, yeah.
laughs. Hold
Wow,
on.
that was a blip in time.
Yeah, so let's have a look. Let's go! So this is the
Oh, it's
this
on
is
Audible?
The main offender.
I'll
This
use the
is
free credit for that
law
shit.
starter about Chunk and his animal habits.
I have decided what that Boing Boing chick was doing. She was doing a jaywalking of bestiality. Like, yeah, it might technically be a crime, but let's not waste the court's time on jaywalking.
Okay.
You see what I'm saying?
Yeah, fair enough.
But here comes the controversial part, the part I shouldn't say.
No, you probably shouldn't say this, Chunk.
No, say it.
What
Say
they're
it. Don't
talking
listen to
about,
her.
right,
Say
As
it.
far as I can gather, because this is like from
Be free,
2013. They're
Cenk.
talking about some bill in Missouri, I think, or Louisiana. And it was like a cruelty to animals bill, and they've tied it into some story about bestiality and some chick who did things with a horse.
Because we've
And
got
he's saying, look, as far as horse loving is
bestiality.
concerned, I don't think she committed that much of a crime. Let's go easy on it.
Chunk, that's victim blaming. Did the horse get aroused? Then the horse enjoyed it.
You've got no idea how close you are to reality.
Get the fuck out.
I believe that I am going. If I were the ruler, the benevolent dictator of the world, I would legalize bestiality where you are giving. Where you are pleasuring the animal.
Stop! Stop, Chunk! For the love of God, stop!
Yep. And this is not a joke.
It's on the floor.
Because if it was a joke, he would have stopped when Anna started getting uncomfortable. You'll see. Let's watch.
Oh my God. If he was the benevolent dictator of the world.
It's benevolence.
But only where you're pleasuring. Was it you're pleasuring the animal?
Yes, yes. You have to be the pleasurer, not the pleasuree.
Right, I don't even want to go into
Me,
that.
me,
See
me.
what I'm saying? Okay. Okay.
Yeah, fuck it. Look at that. Look at back when she had her old nose. Look at.
No, I'll tell you why. I'll tell you why.
Look at Anna. Did you see how she looked down?
I thought she was cute with her old nose. I'll say. I mean, nothing to write home about. It's very average, but still cuter than she is now with her little thin Michael Jackson nose
I'm just like,
and skin tone.
fuck my life.
This is going to be a clip on the internet.
Why am I anchoring
forever.
with this guy?
And you're going to see there's a lot of that in this video.
Because so
There's a
like,
lot of
the
that on the
case
Young
we
Turks in
covered
general,
where there was
brother.
like a guy or a girl or something that was pleasuring a horse, and the horse came to a conclusion, right? So who got harmed?
Came
You know
to a
that
conclusion.
people who are okay, look, not to be a downer about
No,
what
be a
you're
downer.
saying,
Be a
because
downer.
What you're saying sounds kind of funny, but a lot of people who are being raped can actually like have an orgasm. So like if a guy is being raped, he can have an orgasm. Like you can't say, oh,
number
okay,
one-
if you come, that means you
true.
wanted it. That's not the right way to go.
But number one, you're being an unbelievable downer.
I am, but that's the truth.
Number two, they're not both humans. Number three, I mean, if you really ask the horse.
Yeah, it's okay because they're not really people. Think about it.
Did you mind? The answer's got to be no. Do you see what I'm saying? No.
This is such an awkward conversation.
It is. All
Yeah.
right, I'm going to leave it be. Okay.
Yay! Stop talking.
Yeah. Oh, Jesus. A horse is a horse, of course. Oh.
But if you really want to pork a horse,
I mean, isn't that wild? But we're just scratching the fucking surface.
No.
Do you want to get into a bit of Hasan?
How many times did I say
Then
stop
just take
during
it
that?
in
No,
your
I
bed.
refuse. I just want to play these clips out. I want to preserve
Make it
them
go.
for the internet.
By the way, isn't it amazing what Anna used to look like before she had the alien makeover?
Right?
Nose job.
Nose job.
I'm glad I'm
the
not the only
Botox,
one-
fillers.
She looked like an Armenian.
She doesn't want to look like that anymore.
Clearly not, no.
yeah.
Let's do Hasan.
Guys, I love sex, okay? I fucking love sex, dude. And I think it's one of the best things you can do on this planet. And
I think we should
love
do it
to
with animals.
with humans, dude. I just nothing.
Why would you specify humans?
Substitutes, dude.
Okay.
That's a really weird thing to add on.
I love having sex with humans. Why would you put that in there? People would assume that you that either it means that you've made a change recently.
Especially love it with humans. Wow.
Where is your train of thought?
Have you ever had sex? Do you mean with people?
Yes. What are you comparing it to?
Oh, that's
what
grimy,
else
man.
have you had sex with? He's put a hamster up his butt, hasn't he?
There's more.
You know what? F***ing dogs is actually good. It's actually great. I want to f*** dogs. My dog likes to get f***ed. And enough people decide that f***ing dogs is actually
I think that's more shocking than the actual caller.
a good thing. What I'm trying to say is that at that point, we're giving the freedom to f*** dogs to people who want to f*** dogs under that communist utopia.
Okay, he's not even hinting anymore. Now, I get that he might be joking there, some sort of weird, fucked up, sick joke.
I
But
just
it
wanna
keeps
fuck.
coming up and
I
coming
just
up
wanna
and
fuck.
coming up.
I don't know,
all
Baron. He's
day.
always talking about how he wants that communist utopia.
Yeah, but how does that relate to fucking dogs?
It's a really weird thing to bring up, to even have it like cross your mind. And Hasan has got like stream brain, where it's autopilot and you just say whatever's in your subconscious because you stream too fucking much.
It's
I don't think Hasan has a
horse, you can't go back.
How do you like live with yourself and walk the streets? Like you know that there are
On a horse.
people who are like whispering, "Hey,
Inside a
the guy
horse.
who fucked the horse."
Hey.
Oh, giddy up.
Horse fucker. Okay, that was funny.
Anna's over it.
Giddy up. Oh my god, Bering and Sugar Tits. No, yeah, it's right. They're awesome. Oh yeah, aren't you from like around there? That's awesome.
So you can see how far back we're going right now. As I said, I've done my best to clean up these clips. And a lot of this, because the camera quality and the set didn't change like for fucking years, you kind of think that a few of these clips are the same, but I want you to take note of the clothes that they're wearing. This is multiple occasions he's brought up bestiality.
I was going to say, it looks like VHS quality.
Yeah.
Horse fucker.
People got caught making more than 100 tapes where a woman is with dogs. 3 different dogs.
Please.
I've got more than that.
You know what they did with the dogs? Oh, here we go.
See, this is my time frame of watching the Young Turks, back when Cenk had hair.
Thing that you could possibly imagine.
Okay, all right, let's talk about...
Every sexual act that you could ever imagine was done with these 3 dogs. And what she would do is she would tape it all, okay? She would tape it all, and she would try to sell them on the internet.
First of all, the bestiality, I get it. Some people are into bestiality.
What?
This ain't right, bro.
You get
How Cenk Uygur from the Young Turks and his nephew, Hasan Piker, love having all the sex with animals. Anyway.
She would tape it all, okay? She would tape it all, and she would try to sell them on the internet.
First of all, the bestiality, I get it. Some people are into bestiality.
What?
This ain't right, bro.
You
I totally get it. I totally get
Some
it.
people
Yeah,
are into
totally.
Chunk.
He keeps trying to justify
I mean, it's hard to have sex with humans. You got to get them to like you.
No, and it keeps
You
coming
can't just
up.
buy them
Something
and.
else. I mean, he usually talks about
That's
politics,
horrible.
but there just seems to be this underlying constant smattering of fucking animals.
Yeah, you'd think they'd learn. You'd think whoever's behind the camera would come across the stories like, okay, what are we talking about today? Oh, no, kick the one out about the dog fucking. He's gonna say something retarded again.
Forget the fact that it's a dog. Like, you're into the dog, but how can you be into this girl? I mean, this woman. I mean, like, I'm not interested in, if... I don't care if I have a turtle fetish if she's the only woman in America having sex with turtles.
I would not be interested in that human.
What the fuck?
Oh, man.
Even the rambling, the incoherent rambling where it's all subconscious shit is like, forget about it and the dog. I get that you're into the dog.
Yeah, I totally get
Why
it.
do
I
you
mean,
get
what
that?
are
I
we
can't
talking
get
about?
into
Everyone
it. I mean,
fucks the
look
dog,
at
right?
it, You know what happened, by the way? It explains in the police report. The dogs would ejaculate. Okay, they would erupt. Let's put it that way. Is it really dog rape if the dog came, right?
Oh, Cenk.
I've got no words. I mean, I was putting this together last night, just like jaw dropped, just thinking, fuck me. Because I knew there was like weird shit out there that Chunkers said, but I didn't know the extent of it.
Yeah, to be honest, I've seen
Yeah.
that first clip. I didn't know all this shit existed.
I get it. People, animals are more aesthetically pleasing than humans, but having sex to them, absolutely not. The only animal I would ever do is there was a movie called The Island of Dr. Moreau in the 90s where Fairuza Balk played a cat lady. That's as close as I'm getting. But as far as those scary, awful, scary-looking cats from the movie Cats, no thank you.
Yeah, now you can tell by the quality, I've had to go to people's reactions to these clips and stuff and like cut stuff out and like just salvage it how I could. Because every single one of these is obviously yeeted from the Young Turks channel.
Yeah.
See, when the Congress stuff happened and Bernie Sanders disavowed him, he said, you know what, I think we better take all these animal fucking stuff off the YouTube channel.
I do not endorse dog fucking.
So this is what I'm talking about. This next clip looks like the last clip, like it could be the same show, but he's wearing a different outfit.
I know that it's illegal. I know that there's good arguments to be made against it. And I think that there are some
Good
interesting
arguments.
arguments to be made for. In bestiality, there are farm animals involved.
There's some good arguments to be made. What are the good arguments?
No.
I'm
bearing.
No, but seriously, in his mind, what are the good
It
arguments?
feels really, really good.
That's not a good argument.
That's gross.
You said in his head. His head is a fucked up place.
Yeah, it's date night in Turkey.
Yeah, that's
Oh my
a little
God.
different. Goats, sheep, horses, as opposed to men and women. But beyond that, the whole point is, are there consenting adults here?
No, that...
No.
Jesus fuck.
I mean, do you remember how vets always say that their patients can't tell them where it hurts? Well, that means they also can't consent. What are we talking about?
Horse consented. Why is he so fixated on the horse?
He did like a nod thing. He went.
It makes sense now.
From Slate magazine did a great story about bestiality and the history behind it.
It just keeps coming. Oh, God, did you hear what I just said then?
Slate magazine did a great story about bestiality. When's the last time you fucking saw an article about bestiality and thought, wow, that was great?
That was tremendous.
Yeah.
Very well done.
So it turns out that in Europe and in colonial New England, people were terrified at the thought of atheists having sex with animals. They're acting slutty, okay? They're being totally slutty animals.
I love the idea of like a horse being like, come here, big guy.
Yeah. So there's this great story.
Yeah, he's dropped acid and had that experience in his head at least.
What the fuck are you putting
That's
me
going to be
through?
burnt into your memory, just chunk going.
Yeah, just the zoom in of his face too as well.
You see what I mean, though? He can't stop bringing it up. It's
No.
fucking sus.
No.
It's really fucking sus.
It's awful.
A serial
I see what you did there.
on the loose in Florida.
Even if animals could consent, we can't inbreed with them. We know. Yeah, exactly. No, it's disgusting. Like, I've heard about this, and it's so weird. I just. But at the same time, it's kind of beautiful to see that. No, I'm just playing. But I was gonna make a joke about how like rednecks in like the mountains of Appalachia probably do the same thing. you know, we're not that different. The worst of all the types of people. I'm gonna stop.
Of course! Where else would this story be? In Carlinville, Florida, Sharon Cruz Pacina is worried about her goats because she knows that the same guy is coming around and apparently taking advantage of them. And so she's called the cops several times, and she's worried that the cops aren't taking this seriously.
Why the smile?
I don't know. He's just
Because
so
it was
happy.
him.
I'm really
He
happy
loves
to be
reporting
presenting
himself in the
this.
news.
It's like this goat f***er's getting away with go goat f***er.
Yeah, go goat. Get that goat.
You see what I'm saying?
And of course with a horse, of course.
So the
Anyway.
last thing I'll show you is Anna getting all fucking precious about Chunk being called an animal f***er.
To go out of your way to smear him like this, to take videos where he's obviously making a joke. Like, they're trying to paint him as someone who's like pro-bestiality. I mean, the most
He is.
outrageous, ridiculous, pathetic smears you can imagine, they're just printing and they're taking it at face value from a Twitter troll.
From a Twitter troll?
Twitter troll.
This is all just from a Twitter troll.
Yeah, nothing
A
came
Twitter
from
troll.
him.
Yeah, like
A
there's
Twitter
no video I was going to
troll.
say in 4K, but like 180p. You know what I mean? This is documented history, Anna. You can't escape it. I'm sorry.
It's just been brought up way too much.
It has, hasn't it?
It's clearly a thought that is living underneath the surface about animal loving. It's deeply ingrained into his chunky skull.
Yeah. So that's Turkish date night. Did you have fun?
Bow.
No, I didn't.
Visit Sugar Tit.
I
She has a
believe
channel.
in
Yes, I do.
miracles.
We'll catch you later.
Bro.
Ta-ta. Bye-bye.
Must have been insulted because like a goat stick. It took it seriously. I mean, he definitely misunderstood it when we told him that he could also drink goat's milk.
Yeah.
All right, so go pay your respects to Bering. It sounds like both y'all are fans already. Yeah, guys, sorry about the short show today. I won't have time to get to the news in Belfast because I have to catch an Uber again. But truck should be good next week, more than likely. We'll see. But it's nice. You get to meet new people. I will say it is horribly awkward. Like most of the time, like every single one of my Uber drivers has been black so far. And just like any other people, half of them been really cool, just shooting the shit on the way there. And half of them, not a word. Not a word. Hey, how you doing? Silence. Hey, thanks for the ride. Silence. It's crazy. But I get it. Some people have days. I don't want to talk to people some days. But I don't know. But you get to meet new, fun people. And I really wish, I feel bad because the Uber driver from the first day that I had to take an Uber was really cool. And he said, hey, man, get my information. I said, I'll get on the app. And my dumbass, I went in there, tipped him, and his information was gone. I was like, ah, shit, man. He was cool, and he got me there fast. Like it was fast. I'm not going to say his name or anything, but he was cool. And I appreciate, he said, you got to be at work in 5 minutes. Oh, shit, he got me there in 6 minutes. And it was easily a 15-minute drive. Bro's off the chain. But I got to say, I didn't slide around in my seat. I didn't move much. He got me there without, slamming my head all around the car. Big props on that dude, man. The dude is on it. I just hope they don't track his speed on the app. I don't want him to get in trouble, but it's much appreciated. Nah, not right now. I'm gonna do a quick workout and jump in the shower and be there in about an hour. I just work 15 minutes away, but I do just another. I did a little quick workout this morning, and then I do another little quick workout, a couple more sets before I go, and get ready real quick. Just shave, shower, and then while I'm getting dressed, I order the Uber, and then I try to time it to where I get there right at time, because I hate getting anywhere early, man. But early's better than late, I guess, officially, at least according to the company. But yeah, anyway, thanks to y'all. Y'all mean the world to me. The two of you that are the regulars, the other ones that have popped in and out, I appreciate y'all too. Yeah, as always, this is Alfie Animus for the Associated Guests, signing out and saying, have a good one.